Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jay Sin, coming back with another one, man. Y'all already know the Most High done woke us up this morning, so let's be great. But real fast, though, listen, man, you got some people, right, that's a part of, the no-fap and semen retention community that will probably question, the severity of one situation. You know what I mean? But if you ask me, all of our situations are severe. You know what I mean? All of our situations are critical. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, because as men, we see the agenda. We see what they trying to do. Every day we under attack on these devices, on social media, on TV, out in public. We under attack no matter what. So if you ask me, no matter what any of us have been through, our situations are severe. They are serious on an everyday basis. I don't care what you've been through, any of that shit. I don't care if you suffered heartbreak, divorce, addiction to porn, any of that, bad relationships. I don't care about none of that. All of those things are the reason, are the reason why, some of us have come here. Some people didn't go through any of that and they still practicing semen retention, and it's still severe. It's critical that we practice this shit. It's critical that we pick up this information and start making this a lifestyle, because the severity of the situation is real for all of us equally as men. Okay? That's what I want to say. Equally as men, no one is above each other or anybody. It doesn't matter what you've been through before. All of these situations that we go through on a day-to-day basis, including the past and all of that, equals up to all of us on the same level. Because if we didn't join this, or if we didn't gain control, or at least try, a lot of those situations that not only I've been through, some of y'all done been through already, listen, people would be heading and on top of that, beelining straight to the same situations, if not worse. If not worse. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's being thrown in our face. So ain't no situation greater than the next, man. All of us is under attack. All of our situations is severe. All of our situations is critical. This is critical learning right now. This is a critical situation that we need to get a handle on right now. Right now as men, before we end up in more situations. You know what I mean? As these attacks keep coming. As this pornography continues, these addictions that's leading to other things continue. Addiction in general. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all of us is in trouble. You know what I mean? All of us. And for y'all that even got little nephews and, little sons y'all raising, man, yeah, this is real. And, eventually they will have to have their run-ins and learn. You know what I mean? They will have to learn. And it's up to us to continue to spread this word. Not just me. Y'all too. Yeah, I may be on camera talking about my journey and talking about what's going on right now, but y'all got a job to do too. Hell yeah, y'all got a job to do too, to spread to y'all loved ones, the ones that y'all care about. You know what I mean? These young boys that's coming up. You know what I mean? So we all have an obligation, being that we picking up this information, being that we learning, and unlearning at the same time, because that's what we doing. We learning and unlearning some of the things that we were taught. That's big when it comes to semen retention. You got to unlearn a lot of shit too, just as much as you learning. Just as much as you learning, you're going to have to unlearn some of that shit. Because we just didn't come out of the womb You know, we just didn't come out of the womb thinking the way we think. We had help with the mindset that we had. Yeah, it was shit that helped us get there. You know, whether it was the music, whether it was situations that we been through, whether it was the shit that we seen on TV, all of that shit. Pornography, all of that shit. So, listen, man. Ain't nobody's situation above the next or below. We all equal right now because we all under attack. And these attacks gonna happen to each and every one of us on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is, man. You know, this shit is real. And we gonna have to continue to put in this work and spread this word however we can. I'm not saying that you gotta get on camera and talk about it. You know, it's personal to a lot of people. To a lot of people right now, it's very personal. A lot of people try to downplay it. A lot of people try to disregard this shit. A lot of people gonna do a whole bunch of shit, say a whole bunch of shit, all of that shit. But you know what it's doing for you. You know how serious it is. You know, you seeing people out of control. You seeing the other things that this shit is leading into. You know, you see everything that's going on right now that's connected to this bullshit that they pushing on us men, right? So, therefore, we all are obligated to speak up. We all have a job to do, whether, you know, whether you choose to, you know, go out just and speak out about it, or just, hey, you know what I mean? Just put your nephew on game, put your son on game, put your cousins on game if you see fit. You know, because not everybody gonna connect to this shit. You know what I mean? But listen, man, us as a core group, man, listen, this is what we needed. This is what we need. This is something for us to do and practice, not just every once in a while. This is something that we need to maintain so we could accomplish real shit, not just streaks. This ain't just about accomplishing streaks and getting to a certain distance. Nah, this about accomplishing goals, dreams, and not having these distractions that they putting in our face to interrupt us while we on this path. Because that's what they trying to do with these distractions and these women and all of that shit. These women just big ass distractions and roadblocks in our production as men. That's what I want y'all to look at it as. They big ass distractions and roadblocks in our production as men. Because bottom line, we here to serve the Most High and become the best versions of ourselves. And last time I checked, we didn't need women to do that. You know what I mean? So that's what y'all need to understand. And that's what the young crowd need to understand too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was young too, of course. And I wanted love. I wanted to be in relationships. I felt like I needed to, but all it did was hinder me. All it did was hold me back. All it did was force me into drugs and alcohol. All pornography did was force me more into drugs and alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this shit is very severe. I'm not saying that that's gonna happen to everybody, but look at what's going on with all of these domestics and rapes and all of that shit. Yeah, it could get more real. It could get more real. So anybody's shit can vary on the situation, but all of us is still one unit and all of us still under attack. It don't matter how far worse shit get or how less your shit get. All of us, if not gain control, if we don't gain control, listen, anything can happen to us as men. And y'all already see what the law doing. Ain't no handouts for us. Ain't no handouts for us. Ain't no government assistance for us. Ain't no they gonna be on our side in these divorces and alimony and child support. Listen, we under attack on all sides. Ain't no government, ain't no law, ain't none of that shit built to protect us as men. So we need to understand that as we move forward through this life. Because knowing these type of things and running around how we used to run around, seeing how other people still running around, man, listen, they destined for failure. You know what I mean? They destined for a world of pain. They destined for heartache. You know what I mean? they destined to lose a lot of things that they gained. You know what I mean? They destined for that if they don't gain control. And a lot of people just gonna continue to be oblivious to the situation because they think it's a joke. They think it's a game. They think it's, oh, you know what I mean? This is, look, what's wrong with, you know what I mean? Loving. I ain't say it's nothing wrong with loving a woman. You just need to know who the fuck you are. Just know who you are while you're doing it. It's as simple as that. This is, like I said, this is not a channel to attack women or any of that shit. This is a channel to understand who we are as men and know our part and our position in this world. Because the world is trying to take that away from us. They trying to remove us out of this position. And they trying to replace us with women, transgender, homosexuality. And I'm just keeping it 100. They want us out and they want them in. They trying to replace all of that shit. So listen, we need to know who the fuck we are. We need to know our identity while all of this shit is going on so we don't lose track. That's all I'm saying. So we don't lose track. It's a lot of lost motherfuckers out here. It's a lot of lost souls that's amongst us. So there has to be a core group out here that know who they are. So that's what this is about, man. Ain't nobody above anybody. We all on the same plane. You know what I mean? We all on the same plane with the same goal, and that's to become the best versions of who the fuck we are and what we supposed to be. The best versions of ourselves and work on all of that shit, man. We gotta unlearn some shit. We gotta learn some shit. We got a lot of work to do moving forward. So we gotta continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that need to bother you like that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't something that needs to be aching and doing all of that shit and throwing you off track. No, this is just something that you got to carry with you. All right? It's just another tool in the box. That's it. So you got to continue to retain and continue to work on yourself. All right? And that's my word, man. My name Jason, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace. First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get